This is my attempt at justifying the acquisition and price of the LEGO Star Wars The Bad Batch Justifier by releasing a review that is this late down the track, but this is May the 4th and this is a LEGO Star Wars set that I have on hand. The set is frequently available on a sale, maybe you'd consider picking it up after this. In NZ, the set retails at around $280 if you were to buy it straight from LEGO themselves. NZ retailers though have been regularly selling this at $250, but this has also been dropping to under $200 for quite a while here as well. The main reason to consider this set are these figures, who alone hold this above obscurity. Your overview is that you have a big gigantic grey ship. You do have some really cool minifigures here though, and that is worth talking about. This is Cad Bane's ship after all, so here is Cad Bane. He is a new and improved version of that figure and my very first rendition of him, so naturally I am quite pleased with this. He has a gorgeous new hat element and comically large respirator that I actually do quite like now. It did take some time getting around to it, but ultimately I'm pretty satisfied with my first Cad Bane minifigure. Possibly the most desired figure from this set, Omega, is finally introduced in LEGO, though supposedly she will be appearing in an advent calendar at the end of the year. She was absent in the Bad Batch Shuttle set and plays far too much of a major role to be skipped over entirely, so I'm glad that they put her in this quickly. She features Harry Potter's hair in blonde and the little legs, of course, double-sided face to show angered expression. Fennec has seen her fair share of releases, but this is possibly the best one to get. She comes with both her helmet and hair pieces, whereas the previous two releases opted out for one or the other, never both. She also has a briefcase accessory and a small handgun. Hunter is the only Bad Batch member included here. I believe he is the exact same one from the previous Bad Batch shuttle set. He includes a knife and he includes a pretty basic, not so accurate hairpiece, double-sided face again, to show anger. And finally there's Todo 360, Seth Green's appearance in LEGO. He is a single piece like some of those other droids in Star Wars and one of the better parts of the set. I do really love single piece droids like Dio and BD1, so he fits in quite nicely there. The set itself is a larger build than I personally expected, so it seems to be of some value in that department, because it's also a tough item to display in my current living situation. I like the Millennium Falcon details that this set borrows, with some exposed panels and wiring along these sections of the ship that help to add some depth to that design. It is pretty fun and unique to put these tiles at the back engine sections along these panels. It's a fun design that's not often used. The set has these shooters as cannons for play features, and underneath the wing you can find some extra ammo. The wing very easily raises up to expose this area and drops down as well, a little too easy if you ask me. There's no way to actually secure the wing once it's down, it just sits there. Techniques like this on such expensive sets always feel like a cheapo move to me personally. There isn't a whole lot that's going on here, there's too much empty space underneath, so you have to wonder, why is this a feature in the first place? I like the silhouette of the cockpit forms, and the red on black has always looked good to me as a LEGO fan. Where I'm not a fan though is the size inside this thing. It is very small and crammed inside that it hardly allows for movement or play of figures. They all fit in, at least, or the ones that should be in that scene do. Crates are sitting on the floor featuring thermal detonators and a lightsaber. The captain chair has some panels for flying, and the transparent red wall at the back is used for a jail cell for Omega. Top section removes pretty easily, it's also just sitting there, but I like how snug this feels, unlike those wings. As far as other access goes, there's a cargo door here at the back that yes allows you to open and close. There is very minimal room inside here though in the case of storing figures. I'm not so sure, but the set does include this odd piece of cargo I suppose. I can't quite make out what these items are that are included here, as it's been a while since I watched the episode specifically that this is based on, but I've seen others place this cargo part inside here, so for the sake of consistency, there you go. Now throughout the build there have been Technic parts exposed, and while that means that you'll have to pay very close attention to how you build the set, it does make for a pretty interesting play feature, a very funny one as well when you analyze it. That's exactly what we're going to do right now. This large engine piece can rotate, which then moves these gears that allows the landing gear to retract, an accurate depiction of most Star Wars ships, so it fits in really well with all those other designs, but let's take a look at what's happening here. A gigantic engine piece that is sturdy enough to act as a handle is doing all the movement to pull up these tiny small landing feet, which are in no way at all necessary because the ship's hull is massive, and it is sturdier than these little tiny feet. It can stand without the feet. It is pretty cool that it's here, but it literally offers nothing. As far as LEGO Star Wars sets go, this is one of the weirder middle ground entries. It's a great selection of minifigures and a pretty unique but odd design with some interesting building techniques and a truly horrific price. So it's entirely up to you if you would grab this. I'm very indifferent and on the fence about recommending this. If you enjoyed this little Star Wars review, liking and subscribing helps to support the channel. I have plenty of other videos coming out throughout May, so subscribe and take care.